Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do Street Fighter 6 ranked matches with Guile. I also want to let everyone know I'm still looking to recruit players for the online tournament with cash prizes for the first and second place for all our favorite games like Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 11, Soul Calibur 6, Tekken 7, Demon Slayer, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. For every 50 subscriber this channel gets, I'm gonna do a $50 giveaway to one lucky subscriber either through Cash App until we reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. And if you happen to have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your channel. I think all YouTube creators should subscribe to one another's channels to help each other's channel grow. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the like button down below. Don't forget to check out the community page to see the latest image poll. I also have a new playlist called Announcements so you can stay informed with everything you need to know about this channel, upcoming events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. And if you really want to support this channel, any donation, big or small, will help the channel grow. Just send me a text message saying donations to my cell phone number at 862-405-2191 and I will send you the link to my Cash App. It's the same number to enter into the raffles. Thank you and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, here we go. I can't wait. This is going to be all online ranked matches. So let's get into his appearances and then we get a little bit more about his story. So his appearances for Guile in the early Street Fighter 2, the sketched notes suggested that Guile was developed specifically to appeal to the American fans. Right? His physical appearance is strikingly different from the many Asian characters in the Street Fighter series, with light blue eyes or green eyes without eyebrows pre-Street Fighter 6 and a chiseled jaw and a permanently displeased expiration, right? And his most recognizable feature of particularly the 3-inch flat top hairdo, right? Basically that's what he's everybody recognizes him for. Like you could say like Paul Phoenix's long hairdo, in Street Fighter they just chopped it off. Okay, so let's go back to the appearance. So the length of Guile's hair varies greatly from appearances to appearances. It is relatively realistic in Street Fighter 2 though, and impossibly wide in SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos, right? Now, Capcom Source's book suggests that Guile's famous hairdo is styled with a special order army hairspray to keep it up. Though he usually fixes it up quickly after a match, Guile's eyelashes are also blonde. Guile is an all-American image, including his military fatigue and United States flag tattoo on each shoulder, following the standard United States military protocol. The stars are on the left hand side to give the illusion that the flag is flying towards battle. The image of the uniform of American airmen is well known in Japan due to the number of the United States armed forces based present in the country. Guile wears the Charlie dog tags alongside his own. In Street Fighter 4, one of Guile's alternate costumes resembles Charlie's costume. Now Charlie, this is me telling you guys, I'm not reading this part. Charlie is basically, at least in the early Street Fighter game, he was supposed to be Blanca. Then they made him Shadow, and then so on and so on. But you know, in any case, that's the dog tag he's wearing, right? So it says here in Street Fighter 5, Guile wears a white military button shirt with a dark blue navel in each side, a matching dark blue tie on the collar with the US symbols, right, the emblems on each side, dark blue military pants with the black belt at his waist and black combat shoes. He wears the signature sports sunglasses as part of his default costume and wears the blue ID with his imprinted full name in the right side and the gold eagle badge on the left. Man, they've given him a lot of stuff about his appearances. Let's see if I could skip down a little bit. Alright, let's talk about his personality, right? Let's skip a little bit. Now, Guile is a tough man, both physically and mentally, who takes pride in his family and is a loving husband and a father to his own family. A stoic man of heart. Guile's calm and emotionless exterior actually hides the intense feeling, especially his fury after Charlie's death, his best friend. Although loyal to the Air Force and the United States, Guile is extremely, persistent in his ways to seek to get to the bottom of matters, especially concerning M. Bison, Shadowloo, right? And what happens with Charlie Nash, which has led to a lot of the problems with his superiors. Despite this, they have the highest respect and esteem for him. I guess, when you get the job done, who really cares, right? So, his persistence has also caused a lot of pain to his family, which hurts him deeply. When you see in Street Fighter X Tekken, oh my god, I love that game. I wish they would do the same version, but in Tekken, because, they looked a little bit too comical. But man, if they could do that same Street Fighter X Tekken, but like Tekken size, when we have our buttons and not the Street Fighter buttons, man. They did okay to the Tekken players' button moves in that game, but it's not the same, bro. If y'all would have gave the Tekken characters like the buttons they have in the Tekken games, the actual, there'll be no contest. I'm sorry, I'm more of a Tekken fan than Street Fighter, I will admit that. It's revealed, right, that he's scared of bears, while he states at his own win quote towards DJ, a Super Street Fighter in Street Fighter 4, that he only likes the country music. Now in Street Fighter 5, Guile is shown to be a stocky and very focused person, always giving advice to others, including Abel, who's about recklessness, right? Bravery and the will to survive on the battlefield. He's also seemed to be happy when he and Charlie are having a sparring match after both end up in a draw. However, during the game story, his friendship with Charlie was damaged when Guile was overpowered by Charlie in a fight. Throughout A Shadow Falls, his friendship with Charlie was rekindled after rescuing him and Rashid from Nikali. In return of the dog tag necklace back to him, however, in the final assault against Shadowloo, Guile becomes very sad and concerned over Charlie's sacrifice. Following the incident, Guile also gives Luke a high regard when they spar each other within the ladder, or however you say, of the character's story. It's a sign of respect, the latter's decision to quit the military. Now we're finally getting to a little bit of the story, right? So, the story background: when Guile was a trainee in the United States Air Force, he befriended his superior officer, Charlie Nash, and asked him to teach him his unique form of fighting, which Charlie agreed to do. Guile, learning the style of his hot temper, caused him to lack of proficiency in the moves compared to Charlie. Charlie can shoot the sonic boom with one hand, while Guile needs to do it with both hands. In Street Fighter Alpha 3, Guile was not introduced to the series until the event of Street Fighter Alpha 3. Right? In Street Fighter Alpha 2, quote unquote, the events involving Charlie are now considered canon, while Guile's involvement in the game is now considered non-canon. Wow, that's crazy. Where he addresses as a commander. Guile is sent by the United States Air Forces to look for his senior teammate and best friend, Charlie, who has gone missing during a secret investigation. Guile's searches eventually leads him to the Interpol investigator, Chun-Li, who warns him not to follow Charlie due to the danger of involvement, right? Guile demonstrated his fighting ability to assure Chun-Li that, hey, I got this shit, you don't gotta worry about me. He didn't say that, but I'm saying that he will not let their friend come to any harm. He eventually finds the Shadowloo base in Thailand. Guile informs Charlie that they do not need to be there any longer, and as his aerial bombardment will begin in an hour. Charlie, however, insists that Shadowloo's leader and Bison will escape and that they come to blows. The sinister and the power of M. Bison appears and attacks the two airmen. But he is no match for their combined power. He is forced to retreat, calling a gunship to keep them pinned down to cover his escape, meaning M. Bison just dipped. With the special, get out of here. Alright, I try to see if I can make. Ooh, did he get me rehearsing? Nope, too far. Bro, the Street Fighter, this game is amazing. They really stepped up their skills levels way up. Look at all those losses I got before I got that third win, bro. Like, we're ranked, and I'm not shying away from that, but yeah, Street Fighter 6 characters are no joke. Anyways, let's get back to the story. So let me see, pin down, cover of escape, blah blah blah. The two gift chase and follow him into the base, deciding that M. Bison's source of power is his Psycho Drive. Must be destroyed. Chun-Li then appears in to inform them that the bombardment has been called off. Why would they called off an airship attack? Like, come on, dude. Summarizing that Bison has somehow used his influence to avert their airstrike. That makes more sense. She goes on to tell them that she has set the explosive in an attempt to destroy the base anyways, but unsure if they'll be able enough to escape as she rushes, to escape. Charlie and Guile decide to set explosives around the Psycho Drive to ensure there's nothing else at least will be destroyed. The machine and computers and any information, secret files for M. Bison. As they set their charges, M. Bison fought with Ryu and his ally in an epic battle. In the end, Ryu defeated him, destroying his body temporarily and forcing M. Bison to regenerate in the Psycho Drive. Bison successfully regenerated his body, then Charlie convinces Guile to escape while he holds Bison off, and Guile escapes right before the base explodes. Well, we knew it was a ticking time bomb. With Charlie and Bison presumably caught in the blast, Chun-Li and Ryu eventually find Guile standing on a mountain. And Chun-Li says that Charlie may perhaps be alive somewhere, just as he believes that her father may be. Guile agrees and says that he will continue to believe in Charlie. Now in Street Fighter 2, Guile is still affiliated with the USAF and now looks the rank of a major. Well, now he holds the rank of a major, holding Bison responsible for the supposed death of his best friend, Charlie, who had gone missing while pursuing the hunt down of his former. Guile was eager to take revenge against his sworn enemy, M. Bison. Now, a court case against the Shadowloo director fails when Bison bribes all the judges to let him go free. Bison, by this time, wants revenge, right, towards those who had him hinder his criminal organization efforts to his end, and he sets the second World Warrior Tournament. Really, that's what they called it, World Tournament, so he can trap and eliminate his enemies in one fell swoop. Now Guile takes the bait, deserting his wife and daughter to pursue his vendetta, and his ending, he defeats Bison and lifts him off from his knees by his throat to finish him off just after reminding him of who he had murdered, but in a dissuaded form, killing him by his wife Julia, localized as Jane overseas, and their daughter Chris, localized as an army overseas. He then spares his bruised and bloody Bison and returns to his country to spend Christmas with his family. Now this is basically my last match. Guys, also stay tuned, because after the end of the fight, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the arcade story mode for Guile in the game, so stay tuned for that. So I'm gonna keep reading as much as I can before the story mode starts. Let me see. Guile's ending HD remix in Ultra depicts him as having Bison his mercy and reminding him of Charlie. Bison shows no regret and dares Guile to kill him. Guile hesitates but ultimately refuses to kill Bison, stating that he is not a murderer like him. Guile visits Charlie's grave 3 days later, saying that he knows that revenge will not bring Charlie back, and says that his obsession for revenge consumed him and destroyed his family. This monologue is interrupted by an arrival of his wife and daughter, Julia and Chris, who presume him to come back home. Guile hesitates, but then embraces them, determined to be the best husband and father he can be. Now that's the story, right? Now it says here, pre-Super Street Fighter 4, sometime after the fall of Shadowloo, Chun-Li, Guile, and Cammy are summoned to the theme park to stop the rampage of SIN, Operative Jury, who is wreaking extreme havoc. Well, no, who is wrecking extreme havoc. Oh, it's over. One more hit. There we go. Well, guys, I will continue his story later on. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit me up on the comments if you want to start doing tournaments for Street Fighter 6 and enjoy the end story arcade mode
training
for
like
Guile.
this you're looking for. I'm happy to help out anytime, sir.
The occasional round with young blood keeps me from getting rusty. I can say that much.
So, you wanted to talk?
Right. You were in Nightshall when everything transpired, weren't you? What do you make of Ken Masters being involved?
Masters? He's innocent. If you're asking whether he was assisting the terrorists, the answer is no. He was set up.
Looking to provide Nightshall with aid in its development, Ken gets saddled with the suspicion of abetting terrorists. He then resigns from his position at the Foundation and disappears from the limelight. I know he's not the type who's likely to cash in his chips if left unattended, but... time to start the search. Only question is where. To think you were right under my nose the entire time. I get the picture. So you thought to maintain a low profile, to keep an eye on those who attempted to approach the Foundation. Is that it?
What's the big idea? You come here just to scold your loser of a brother-in-law?
Scold. If only. The only scolding my brother-in-law understands involves fists. Julia told me everything. Eliza's worried about you too.
I can't go back yet.
If you're worried about what happened in Nightshall, don't be. We know you were set up.
I'm not even sure what I'm fighting for anymore. And I've got no business seeing anyone until I sort myself out. I'm sorry, but just leave me be.
Guess that means he doesn't want my help. Time to take matters into my own hands. If Ken Masters himself has been driven to the edge, it's probably worth looking into this Nightshall business.
Thanks for playing. Congratulations!
Don't forget to subscribe!